Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. The moon is now in your sign until tomorrow. I think until tomorrow. No, until Friday. So you have 3 days, right? And you are an air sign. And when an air sign appears or the moon goes through an air sign, we have a lot more light, right? And when the moon is in your sign, we like to eat more oils and fat, right? And you like the flowers, you're connected to the flowers. And I also took from the basil the flower, the white flowers here. Then your element of your zone is the shoulders, your arms, and your hands, right? Meaning the hands always come from the green, from the heart chakra. And it's important for you to know because you are this eternal search for love, right? So it's almost like when you're placing your palms together, this is a very good position for you, right? You put your palms together and you press them together, and here happens to be this union which is between the conscious, the male, and the subconscious, the female, right? And in the touch comes the higher consciousness, the angel, right? And this is the ultimate question that we have. Is this always love searching for another part of us, right? Searching for someone that understands us, searching for someone that connects with us so deeply that we can melt, that we can be really, truly ourselves, right? In front of this person, we can totally be the positive and the negative, right? We can completely show ourselves. I mean, this is a big quest. Now, of course, this card says find that first within yourself. It always comes back to the same, right? When you have found that profound awareness, right, then this alchemical emergence of a higher self appears, and in that you become like an angel. You become and have those wings, right? Now, Zain is the Hebrew word for this card, Zain. And Zain means a sword, right? And a sword, what does a sword do? A sword, first of all, is connected to the thoughts, is a thought within me that makes a division. And that first awareness that we start realizing, oh, I am me here. I am consciousness. I'm consciously noticing that I am, right? Created the division. So when you let go of thinking, then you are becoming aware that there is no such thing as duality anymore. Duality is something we need on this plane very much, right? Without it, we couldn't live. So for me, all this blaming and pointing fingers at the other side is condemning something that's deep within you that you haven't accepted, first of all. And all these big things of, like, you know, we have to acknowledge the opposite side, means that I have to negate the other. If I point out the white, then I negate the black. And if I point out the black, I negate the white, right? So we have to stop pointing out. Of course, we have to first come into an equilibrium, right? We've been on a search, on a quest, and it has been rather more difficult to accept the negative, which is the female, the yin principle, right? The dark, the womb, that where the seed can grow. The seed doesn't grow in the light. I mean, how this is an oxymoron, right? How incredible is this? It's like the seed needs to go into the dark soil. In there, it can germinate, it can do what it needs to be doing, and then it goes and grows towards the light. Then it needs the light. So it's like, how can we say the dark is negative and the light is only positive? We can't. Anyway, I gotta stop, otherwise I keep going. You remember the Knight of Swords. You have that sword in your hand, Zane, right? The sword that you're searching for. And sometimes you don't need to really run so fast and search for it. Sometimes it's right there within you. So sometimes I would actually suggest to stop running, stop searching, calm yourself down. Because I mean, here the horse, pretty much it's like, okay, what the heck. Anyway, I heard, one of my friends, she watched one of the videos, Taurus, and she was like, you're so serious. And I'm like, it depends the reading. I don't know. Taurus is serious. Sometimes Taurus is serious. So Taurus is heavy. I feel, it's funny, with each of these readings, I feel the energy, right? So this is my new painting for you, my dear Gemini, because I wasn't happy with the one I had, right? The colors, I wasn't really like enjoying the colors. And then I did some research. And of course, when I start doing research, I start finding a lot of interesting things. So one is, and I wrote it down because I cannot remember everything, right? So I have a little sheet here that I can look up. So Earth was formed 4.6 billion years ago. And so they started to distract particles from the Earth, and they found out that the color, the original color, the first color, is a pink or like a deep purple, maybe even a dark red, right? And that was like 1.1 billion years ago that it formed, and they found it in molecular fossils, right? Fossils, yeah. And it's the cyanobacteria that created this color. And the cyanobacteria is the one that created the oxygen. And the oxygen, right, that we now breathe in and breathe out, was formed by this bacteria. And this little bacteria was like literally creating or starting life. So I wanted to show you, because we know that the primary colors are yellow, red, and blue. Now here we have rather the primary colors are yellow, magenta or pink, and more like a blue of a sky blue, right? And so when I combine the yellow, and I'm just gonna go a little closer and so you see it, I painted these two triangles, which creates, of course, the Star of David, right? And what happens here is that when I mixed the yellow with the magenta, I got red. And the blue, of course, with the yellow, I got green. And so here we are in this osmosis of, again, the yellow. Again, always the yellow is first, because the light is that now we can see that there's two things. without the light, we cannot see. We need the light and we need the dark, right? So there's, again, two things. These are the main focus of all of these cards, the black and the white, or let's say the yellow and the black, right? Or the clear, bright, shiny energy. And this is the alchemical union, marriage, right, that we see here happening. And of course, I gave here a little bit of a silver into the green and a gold into the red, which is the sun and the moon. So just that you know, right, this is, I'm still painting on it. I mean, this is still normal paper. And I started to paint now on, oh my God, on watercolor paint, right? And let's say this is the Fool, right? I'm working on it. The Fool, I have the Fool also like this, or even like this, right? In the dark, in the seat. And I'm really, really enjoying it. And I have the High Priestess, right? I have the, I'm working still on it. I have the Empress, a little like, I painted them yesterday. I have the Emperor. And now I'm gonna today paint this on paper of watercolor paint, right? And so this is really the alchemical union that we need to find within ourselves, right? Very, very important. Okay, so let's go to your reading. Enough. I love this. And it's funny because it's each sign, I mean, like I said, it's like it's different. I really enjoying this now, having the awareness of each sign through the moon, right? When I do the reading, and it really changes. So here we have the Queen of Wands, and that's an Aries. And the Aries is the beginning, is that spark, is that creative energy. And look how much creative ideas she has, but focus just on one, right? That's what this card is saying. Focus on one. There can be, of course, an Aries in your life. Look at the description box that's influencing you. But I always like to think first that this is something you are feeling, right? This creative spark, this idea, you want to do something with this idea, right? Or also with the sexuality, right? Creativity and sexuality go hand in hand. And the first row, I can see that you are clearly manifesting, because this is Cancer, clearly manifesting in a community, in a group, this new idea, this new thought, this new creative idea. Right here you are, have this creative spark, have this creative idea. And this is an action. I am doing it. And you're doing it in such a way that you just know, here I go. And then here, of course, the community, like it takes sometimes a few people to create a piece, a masterpiece. Sometimes we cannot do it alone. Sometimes it takes more than 3. It takes a lot of people to build something. And how to bring them together by this one clear mental focus, this one clear thought, this one sword that you're looking for. I think you found it. The next row, very powerful. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. is the Ace of Cups, Death, Two of Cups. I mean, this is like crazy. Please write me. You finding a true love within. It transforms you and you find your partner. It's like, this is here a story. This is your story. I mean, you found either new love with a Scorpio and it became a soulmate. Or you found your personal self-love, right? And the beautiful thing, it follows this, when this clear mind came, this clear thought came to you that you're searching for, through meditation, through an awareness, then either Scorpio came into your life or he transformed you so strongly that then you were finally ready to have a soulmate in your life. And this is now. This is your central card. Something you need to let go of. Maybe this search, constantly searching. I mean, this is, wow, powerful, powerful, powerful. And then we have at the bottom in the future, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Cups, right? Surrounded. So 4, 4, and the 7. And what's funny about it, it's like I can see these two talking to each other. It's almost like these are the three friends, right? These are three people that you're working with. One is like, oh no, I don't want to spend the money. I'm holding on. I don't want. But don't worry. Don't you worry about the thing, she says, right? Everything is gonna be all right. And meaning, hey, place your palms together. Like I said at the beginning, place your palms together. And I'm just noticing it. I didn't do it because I saw it here. Place your palms together, because when you put the palms together, this is you bringing a union within you, a feeling of union. The most powerful feeling of union is when we do namaste. I'm thinking about adding namaste here into this card. Anyway, so, and she's looking at these two and she's like, oh, come on. Life is amazing. Life is actually giving us another one, another cup. There's 3 cups, 3 people, 3. Something with the 3, right? Maybe the 3 people, an Aries, a Cancer, and a Scorpio in your life. Have a look. This is the court card, the date, and of course these are the month, right? So this is Cancer and this is Scorpio and this is an Aries. By Aries, you have to just look at the description box below and see if the birthday of that person falls into it. And here, of course, these are the month dates of the Cancer and Scorpio. And that said, here, this pure love that's coming, that you create by placing your palms together, so that this feeling has been generated within you. This feeling of holding hands with someone else, this connection of, and you know, sometimes we just like place our palms together and namaste, and we're just kind of like still thinking, but really bring all your awareness into your two palms and just hold the two palms and just put all the energy in there and find this circulation between the right and the left palm, right? This perfect marriage, this perfect union. Amazing. And it's coming, or it's already here. You dive deep, you really jumped, you went in there. Now, be careful when you're in that phase of wow, right? You don't want to go into the typical, you know, 4 of coins. It's always like, yeah, I have, you know, not with the financial situations, just like give. And also then with the emotional awareness, don't stay stuck. So I just want to check the last row. And see what the 4 of Pentacles is. I got 1. Wow, Page of Earth. 4 of Cups. And I do want to know what the 2 of Cups is. If there's a specific person. 4 of Cups, 6 of Earth. Okay. So you have here the Page of Earth, right? And he literally says, hey, just remember, stability is great, but begin new, begin fresh, to look at money, start reevaluating money in a different way. Start noticing that money is an exchange. It's the material. It's a coming and going. And the 4 of Cups is the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles is giving and taking, is exchanging. It's constantly making sure that we're not stuck in these kind of thoughts, emotional, like I have everything and yeah, whatever, I get another cup, right? I emotionally get more. Give right away back. Give it back as much as you can. Keep giving. Keep being aware, right? So these 2 new cards that appear is about you knowing that you are in this creative new spark, right? Very obvious, creative new spark, creative new kind of thinking, right? The Ace, 2 aces. You have 2 aces. And then appears the Page, which is this young new way of looking of how to make money. And it's always about as much as I give, as much as I can take. It's the inhale and the exhale, constantly knowing that I have to give equal. The more I give, the more I can take. 2 of Cups, please. Ace of Cups and 2 of Cups and Death. Right, let's do that middle row. The top row I don't need to do. Clarification. I mean, if you feel this reading is very much like talking to you, you can always send me a message and say, hey, I want an extended reading. And I will do an extended reading just for you then. If you want to know what group this is, right? The Three of Pentacles. But overall, I feel that you really, wow, shifting into a powerful phase. Big transformation happening. Big one. Okay, nothing. One more. That's why I do the shuffling before I don't like to shuffle while the camera is running. I just lose so much time and it's, you know. Okay, one more shuffle. They come out like this, and there's one flipped inside. Didn't notice. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay, yeah, there's a big message coming. Big message. Okay, first we had the Seven of Air and the King of Air, right? And it was about the Death card. It was about what is this love, right? And what is this Two of Cups? And the Death is letting go. And again here, you know the King, right? You are the Knight and you're moving to become a king the way you think. And the Seven of Air is about letting go the kind of thoughts that are not really bringing you to a good place, right? But because he's here, I can see that you are able to make that happen. Then we had these four then I had this one in the deck flipped over, the Eight of Fire. And the Eight of Fire, it's like it's gonna come fast. Of course, it's gonna come fast, right? This transformation. And then came out these four. They really flew out that you saw, right? So here there is a big, powerful energy, a strength, the Strength card with the Four of Water again, right? Four of Water is this one. And there is the 20, which is the call, which is the call of the angels, calling you to release the Nine of Air, right? So that this love can be really coming in, because I mean, this is like a serious card. This is just not Scorpio, this is the Death card, and death means transformation. So there is a very powerful transformation happening of letting go of the Nine, which is going to those kind of thoughts that here in a very beautiful way uplift her to be the angel yourself. Like I said, the message is you have to become your own lover, and then out of that this powerful energy emerges. And I think you're really letting go of that. Now, this month, in the month of, remember, where the sun is in Virgo. And Virgo, either you see the Virgo as the heart of the mountain, Namaste. Virgo means Yud, the hand, and the hand, again, the two palms together create these paths, because he's looking back at what he has done. Or the turtle, right, with the hand creating the path, right? So this is, the sun is in this sign right now. So we are contemplating on where we are and where we have come from. And you know, the strength with the Four of Water is creating strength to not get sucked into this kind of being overly complacent, being overly, I mean, you have everything. You have a stability in your emotional energy, but you can go further, right? You can go further. And you let go of the thoughts, uplift yourself. Remember that one thought you had. That's how you do it. That brings you up, and then you come and become the angel yourself. You come and become the angel yourself. And it's lots of happening to you. Lots of happening. And remember, you had this, right, as well. The 7, you have the 9, right? Go back to that one thought. Go back. Keep going back to that, because that's what the King of Swords does, right? Don't run after thoughts. And again, it's happening very fast, very, very fast. All right, my dear Gemini, you shifting, you moving, you making things happen. I can see that. I mean, it's like, wow. Stuff is happening to you. Good, very good. I'm really happy. I'm always so happy to see what's going on in each of these zodiac signs, and it just like brings me people of different perspectives closer, right? For me, like to get to know you through these cards, through these readings, through studying these old cards, right? It's just so fascinating, and so I can paint and draw myself these cards, right? And I'm really fascinated. I'm really loving it. The last card for your reading, of course, from the deck is the Empress, right? When we look at the Empress, the whole reading makes sense, because your transformation is allowing yourself to come into this higher consciousness, into Bina, into understanding what you're looking for, understanding why you want to unite, understanding that she is the mother, she is connected to the earth, right? I have this other, where are the other ones? Here. I'm still painting the one. Right, so here you are, right? Because I don't like how this one, I made a mistake. She's a little too high, but this is you, the Empress, in your deep meditation. That's how you're not running away anymore. This is Now, the full understanding of the number 3, this community that you're working in, right? Knowing that you are powerful and your transformation is to become the Empress. She is the Queen of Queens. There we go. Now we have your reading, your full reading, finally done, right? And I had to add this because I didn't look at the bottom. And this is a powerful, for me, this is clear now why I couldn't finish the reading the way it was. So I added this little video to make you help or make you realize, yes, this is it, because I wasn't happy with it. Be an Empress, right? It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Be an Empress. Thank you for watching, my dear Gemini. I wish you a great September. Go deep within, and then we see each other again in October. Thank you. Namaste.